welcome to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're going to do a general collective reading, but this reading is going to be a little bit different. Um, so I already have, okay. So this is the deck I'm going to use, the Situations deck, right? And then I'm going to let the decks pretty much lead which the next deck that we use. And I'm going to explain as I go. Okay? But first, we're going to get started by cleansing the space and the energy. And I'm going to shuffle the cards on camera. But, like, if the shuffle taking too long, okay, I'm going to pause. I'm going to pause it so we don't have, you know, video of just me sitting here shuffling. And then, you know, when the card come out, then I'll show you. Okay? Okay, cool. So, if you have headphones in, you might want to turn them down for a second. Protect your eardrums. Okay. And the songs that go with this reading is 99 Problems by Jay-Z and Papers by Usher. Those two came out together. It was literally like that. So it could be Papers by Usher and then 99 Problems. Look at it that way. You divorcing somebody or separated from somebody because you got 99 problems, but a chick ain't never won. Like, the world might be falling apart, but you can find you another person. Because next we have Lover and Friends by Usher, John, and Luda. You know? So you leaving somebody because they cause you nothing but problems. And like I said before, like, you have other things to work for work. No. Work and focus is about to come together. You have other things that you're working on and other things that you want to focus on. And, like, it's not even to be cocky or even to be conceited, but, like, a relationship was never really a concern for you. Like, you don't, for some people, okay? Or it could be like getting to that, like, where you being single was never a problem. You didn't have no problem. What popped in my head was, I dodge dick on the daily. Like, you don't have a problem being single. Like, it was like, you ain't never had a problem getting in a relationship. It was never, okay? Like, people want to be out here lovers and friends with you. Like, it was never, you won't be alone, pretty much. And so it's like these people that try to make it seem like you're an option, that they the best that you, like, if they leave, you ain't, they your last hope or stuff like that. Is like, when the video popped in my head was on Mariah Carey when they was asking her, like, how she feel about Nick Cannon saying, like, he will get remarried to her. And he was like, no, she was like, no, that gotta be a joke. Like, there's no way he said that. And then they was like, oh, well, how do you feel? But she was like, what is he, my last hope? Like, and she, like, drove off. So it's like, you know, and then we have Falling in Love Again by Celine Dion and Love and Happiness by Al Green and Energy by Carrie Hilson. So it's like, when you was with this person, they was taking your energy, your time, and causing you nothing but mad problems. So that's why you got to separate with them. And cause you nothing but stress. They interrupting your sleep. You can't focus on what you wanted to focus on. And it's just like you was unhappy there. And you want love and happiness. So you left. And then you finding that again with somebody else. And here comes this person that was draining you before, trying to come back in with their problems as if, you know, all just popped in my head is like the problem coming back and asking you what's the problem. It's just like, bro, you the problem. Like, that's the problem. Like, but to them, the problem, they're not the problem. The problem is that you falling in love with somebody else that ain't them. And it's like, but to you, that's not a problem. Because you actually found somebody that is a lover and a friend that also brings you love and happiness. Versus with this person gave you nothing but problems. But that's just based on the songs. So we gonna get started. Okay, so we have synchronicities with signs. One, well, 111, 222, 333s, like those kind of things. And we have, the kind of sort of came out with it, so I'm gonna assume that it's crossing it with drastic, with extreme, harsh, cutoff, and happiness, well, wholesome, joyful, and smiling. So, pretty much. But synchronicity is about like the signs and stuff like that. You saw the signs of a problem or a situation and you cut this person off. And they find that to be a little bit harsh, okay? The papers, the separation, they found that to be a little bit harsh. They found the cutoff to a little bit harsh. But you cut this person off for your happiness. So they feel like it was a drastic cutoff, but the reason that you did it, I don't know. To me, the reason why you did it over, like, I guess the way that you went about it is what hurts them. But it's like you did it because you had to focus on what you needed to focus on. Because what's the problem when I saw them, I don't even think it was 99 Problems. I think it was like a whole other song. But when I saw us assume Jay-Z, it was like anytime he has a problem, he go to Jay-Z. Da-da-da-da-da, he goes to Jay-Z. So it's like they were just coming to you with nothing but problems, and that was what you cut off, and you cut this person off for you to be happy, for you to focus on yourself. And that is like, it's I don't understand why they mad. Like, I don't get it. And then we have crickets with silence, no action. Then we have Archangel Michael with protection, preventing from harm, and divine intervention. That's right. So Spirit was protecting you. It cut this person off. So it wasn't really that, Hold on. I want to say the cutoff was swift and severe, but it wasn't really that you did it. It was the angels. Like, Spirit's like, yeah, no, you gotta, So it's like, and then Archangel Michael, he's all about truth. So it's just like, but I guess how you express your truth or spoke your truth. Because with this happiness and wholesome and overjoyed and smiling, how, like, you protecting your truth and protecting your peace and stuff like that, how you going about it, they find it to be a little bit, harsh and extreme. And the reason why they're doing that is because they can't come to you with their problems. It's crickets. You're not helping them with their problems. Then we have anxiety, scared, and panic. Yeah. They have, they wanted you to be all scared and anxious, but you're happy. Meanwhile, they're scared, panicky, and stressing out. And I won't say they don't know how to take. Some of them they might not know how to take action, but some of them they just don't want to take action. They want you to do it. See, desire, lust, sexual chemistry. I'm gonna go another one. Okay. So Archangel Michael is protecting you from somebody that wanted nothing. Then I kept saying that somebody don't love you. It was not love. It was just lust. And then before I was doing this reading, the song that popped in my head. It was a song. It's like, and it literally goes, "It's not a lot of love, just a lot of lust," and stuff like that. It's a cool song. I like it. But it was like now they're stressed and scared and panicky and they feel like the way that you cut them off is kind of bad and mean or harsh. But it's like you was protecting your peace and you wanted happiness, and this person wanted nothing but sex, and also bring you nothing but problems. And it's just like you want sex with this lover being here, love and happiness. Like love, we have lovers and we also have love with happiness. Like, but we also have and friend. Like, you don't just want sexual chemistry. Like, you want the whole shebang. Like, you want everything. And you wasn't getting that with this person. You more so just got sex and then confusion up in the air, not knowing where you stand with the crickets and stuff like that until, it's time for sex again. Yeah, we have magnetic, unexplained pull, can't resist. And then we have hamster wheel with surviving and daily hustle. And then at the bottom we have obsessed with having, may have, and indulgence. Well, must have, not may have. Must have. Oh, that was so polite. May I have? Like, but the whole desire, sexual desire, that's what they obsessed with. And that's why they feel like it's a magnetic pull, but it's actually one-sided. With Archangel Michael being here, it's like he's protecting you from it. So they're not whatever, and it's a divine intervention and protect you from harm. So I don't know. This magnetic, you're focusing on the money. You're pulling in happiness. This person see that you're pulling in happiness, and that's why they're attracted to you and coming to you. But there's silence, and they feel like that was drastic and harsh. And hold on. Okay. I realized I could just be shuffling the other deck while I'm thinking. And they felt like the way that you cut them off was harsh and severe, right? But it was because you started to realize the signs and paying attention to the signs, and that's what's actually protecting you. So you stop giving to them, start taking action to them, stop talking to them in some way, shape, or form, and started focusing on the money. And then since you started doing that, things just been getting better for you and just been improving. And that scares this person some way, somehow, shape, or form. It scares them. Okay? But they also attracted to it. It's how to put this? It's okay. So it's a power play to this person, right? It's attractive. They're attractive to power, okay? Which is why the whole sexual desire, like it's attractive to them. They're attracted to the power that you have, the money that you have. That's attractive. But what scares them is the fact that you have it and they don't. Like if you're a female and it's a guy, that scares them. Exactly. Exactly. Because my mind said what, and I just assumed that you said what too, and it's like, yeah, that. And then you probably thinking, well, I thought that would be like attractive. Like I can provide for myself. I got my own money. They don't have to buy me anything and stuff like that. All they can do is like just talk to me or spend time and stuff like that. But what scares them is the fact that you can survive without them, kind of, sort of, pretty much. you don't really have to take action. When they go silent, you're not stressing out and panicky about it. You're happy. You're good. You're fine. You survive. Okay, so we have Nymphlum in the reverse. Okay, so Nymphlum in I'm probably not saying it right, so I'm gonna show you the word. that in reverse. Okay, and it talks about like being criticized, being crude, having unrealistic expectations, and outdated perceptions of things or view of things. And which could be why you cut this person off. In all honesty. Then we have, which this is why I use this deck. Which I have golden ratios with beauty, nature, and patterns. Because, synchronicities. And then we have the Metacata reverse. So not moving forward. I'll tell you that much. Like not learning the lessons and not moving forward or not having excitement and stuff like that because we have unrealistic expectations being put on you. You have to realize the signs and, separate yourself from those people. Don't talk to them. Don't socialize with them. Don't give into that. Don't feed into it. And protect your happiness. Because they're trying to tell you what beauty should look like or what their form of beauty is, but your ideal of beauty might be different compared to theirs, right? Because theirs might be a little bit outdated, or theirs a little bit skewed to their preference compared to where yours is more, tailored to you and what makes you happy, what makes you feel whole, make you feel complete, what makes you feel seen. They might feel seen a completely different way, and right, because beauty. I keep saying beauty ratio, but golden ratio, because to me, like we have beauty, we have nature and patterns. We also talk about like art, music, math, in any aspect of way of expressing yourself, and just going with the flow and not letting anybody tell you like how you're supposed to look. Please, like even in math, there's no one way of solving the problems. There's like multiple ways of getting the answer, but you still get the answer. That's all that kind of sort of matters. Don't matter if you're taking the long way or the short way, you got the answer. Like long division. If you want to do long division, you go ahead. If somebody could do like, they just put it in a fraction and they do it that way, like pow, pow, pow. Alright, you go ahead. Whatever you got to do to get the answer, you got the answer. Whatever you got to do to get there, you got there. And it's like this person trying to tell you the old outdated ways of how you're supposed to do the situation or how you're supposed to solve it, and it's like why you pretty much like finding shortcuts, like so you're doing it the way that you're supposed to be doing it. You're not really finding shortcuts. You're listening. You're doing it the way you're doing it that way, but you also making it you, and then it's working and flowing together. And that's why it's stress, and they're scared and stressed and panicky because on their side it's not working and flowing the way that it's working and flowing for you. And so with the Metagata reverse, it talks about apathy. So that means like you don't really, not really have an emotion towards it. You don't really care. Empathy means like you understand. not really sympathize, because sympathize is just like, oh, that's sad. But like, empathy is like you put yourself in that person's shoes and stuff like that. You don't care to be in that person's shoes. You just like, all right, you did what you did. You where you are, what you are. You know, you made your you made your bed. You must lie in it, kind of thing. You just like whatever. It is what it is. And we have depression. You know, feeling dead inside and being in a rut and unwilling to change. So it's that's the whole hamster wheel. Like, you was able to survive and overcome this outdated thinking, or go against it and still work out and survive. And I guess they was following it, or they went against it. It didn't work out for them. But the reason why they was going out, that's the whole desire situation. You wanted to be happy. So you was cutting things off to be happy. They was cutting things off for sexual things. Or for like flesh, pretty much. Lust. Only for passion. They didn't really care to better their life. That wasn't the reason why they was doing anything. If it was, it's like, okay, at the bottom of the deck we have philosophy, releasing karma, and being pretty much like a mystery to people. So, and that's because of the Archangel Michael. Like, you're not talking to people that you don't need to talk to. You're not socializing with people that you don't need to socialize with. Like, it is what it is. And but back to what I was saying with this person. So it's like, where you were cutting things off or stop doing things, and it was to literally better your life or to help you grow in some way, shape, or form, or fashion and stuff like that, to protect you in some way, shape, or form. This person will literally stop talking to somebody or cut somebody off or like turn it, whatever it is, because of like, oh, well, my boyfriend said I can't talk to you, or I can't have friends, or something like that. Or like, they will drop all their friends to give give this one person all their time. And it's like, you can understand like being in a relationship, want to be with your boyfriend, want to be with your partner, and all this other stuff. But it's like, you also got to remember, like, you have a life outside of that person. And it's like, so where you cut this person off because it's like you have to continue with your life because you realize, like, just like how they feel like their relationship is their whole life, you have a life outside of this friendship. You have a life outside of them. You focused on your life, and you know, the hamster wheel, got to the money, got to that daily hustle. Okay? And so it's like, the way y'all needed to survive was something completely different. When they needed that person to survive, you relied on like your work ethics or stuff like that, your hands, your ability to make money, get to the bag, whatever. And that could be the outdated, thinking, where one person might be thinking like a man has to provide for you, the other one was like, okay, that's cool, a man can provide some things for me, but I also need to provide for myself. And they just like, yeah, no, man need to provide for me. And it's just like, okay. So they would try to get a man that provide for them and stuff like that. But they more so just focus on the attraction. Well, provide, and then if the person was attractive, like, that was just a bonus or something like that. Or some weird like that. Where you was more so like, money is to like survive and stuff like that, to provide for yourself. The money would have just been like a bonus for them, or like an add-on for them. They didn't really like focus on the money. They was more so focused on like look and appearance, sex, and the word debauchery popped in my head. We have Archangel. Don't know how to say that. with transmutation or transmutation and mercy and violet flames. That. Right, because they have archangels there, so going with the flow, going with the flow. Um. Ooh, hold on. I also gotta write the numbers down. Do you see the synchronicities? I got. Okay, so the transmutation, it talks about like pretty much cleansing out negativity and releasing it. So, which is why with this whole miracle and stuff like that, you're being protected and stop giving to certain things, and it's working out for you. Where I said before, with this person, when they, let's say, the word black sheep popped in my head, right? So we're gonna use that. Like every family or like in every situation, there's a black sheep and stuff like that. So you could have been the black sheep, or at this point in time, you need to take what resonates with you. You gotta actually be honest with yourself and take what resonates with you. So, because in this card, there's two people, right? So let's say this person is actually the black sheep of the family, right? And this person just tried to pretend to be the black sheep of the family. So they did things, just went off all willy-nilly and stuff like that, and did things for their own desire and own, expectations that was outdated. It might have been a little bit foolish, okay? And then the actual black sheep of the family, when they went off and did things, it actually was for survival, which is why it brought them some form of money, and that they was able to turn into some daily hustle, and the things worked out and was beautiful for them. It was, for one, the desire was different and the intentions was different. This person was actually the black sheep. This person was acting and pretending to be. And all of that is being cleared up and released. So it's also with that miracle, that's the cutoff and stuff like that. It's the people that you once thought you wouldn't be able to cut off before and stuff like that, or that you wouldn't be able to be happy without, that you're now actually happy without them. And your life is happier and whole and full without them. And then we have Archangel Christel with higher consciousness, with light and Christ-like. We got 2 15s, which technically are 6. Let me write it down. And so, but the higher consciousness pretty much talks about like be more aware of yourself and your surroundings, but also your feelings. And realizing with the Christ light, realizing that everybody is connected in some way, shape, or form. We all go through the same struggles, just in different ways. And not taking things so personal and stuff like that. So where, like I said before, like where you, like in that situation where somebody is actually the black sheep is not taking it personal that somebody's pretending to be the black sheep, and it's just like, alright, yeah, go ahead, And where the person that was pretending to be the black sheep is just like, well, why is everything is working for them? And it's like, your intentions are different. This person, like, you're pretending to be the black sheep. You're pretending to be somebody that you're not. Like, you have the higher consciousness. You have to be aware of that. Just be yourself, and then things will start working out for you. It's not that hard. And that's why there's no, like, apathy. There was no feelings for it. There's no emotion for it. Because it's like, even if it's like you put yourself in this person's shoes, like an empath and stuff like that, is like you're aware that this person is aware that they know that they're pretending to be somebody else. And it's just like, then I don't care. That's why there's no app. They don't care. You don't care, so I don't care. Which is why, like, You don't want to fix your life. I'm not helping you fix your life. Your life, it is the way that it is. And they feel away and think that you need to help them. You're supposed to help them, but that reason is outdated. Or the reason why they think that is very outdated. It's like you can have love for them and stuff like that, but you also need to have love for yourself. And how you express that love or how that love looks is very different. So the way you probably like cutting this person off probably was harsh, but it was a form you had to love your like. It was kind of like not even say it was harsh, like tough love or any way, shape, or form, but it's like they didn't want to help themselves. They kept wanting you to turn the situation around for them and change the situation around for them and fix it for them. And so you had to, clear out negativity. You asked and for protection from things that will cause you harm and negative, like anything that's negative. And this person got cut out. Why? Because that's all they was bringing you. There's negativity and problems and stress. And it's like since you let this person go, your life been, better, improving, happy, beautiful, and stuff like that. When I say art like, but like very creative. And they mad about it. They feel because their life is the same, so they feel like, oh, like how you do, like how your life changed in this short, like even if y'all stop talking to each other, let's say in a month, like you look different, like things change, and it's like, well, how things changed in that short period of time, and they try to make it seem like you was doing this, you was doing that while you was with them, but no, you weren't. It was just them. They was literally pulling and draining your energy, and that was changing you. And then we have Commander Aster with Starseed, Space Travel, and Galactic Guard. I'm gonna go another one. But then, oh, he also got aliens. Now I gotta go back to the aliens deck on his shirt. Um, but with the Starseed, it's just like you didn't fit in because you weren't meant to fit in your situation, that you were like meant to be the black sheep, not you weren't. It's like you weren't pretend to be the black sheep, you actually were the black sheep. Some of y'all, because some people, they be cross watching to find out if what they did to somebody else actually working. And then when I be saying you, they be talking about, I'm thinking about them, and it's like, actually no, I'm talking about the other person, the one that you're doing it to. The person that you're doing it to is actually the black sheep. You're not the black sheep, which is why things are not working out for you. If you're the one that's cross-washing, take what you need to take. Um, and so if that person is not pretending not to fit in or and stuff like that, they just literally don't fit in because they're not of this world or of this planet. Their ideas is always out of the box because it's literally, galactic space travel somewhere else. You can't move that far or think that far ahead, which is why you're not, where they are. Then we have Archangel Uriel with illumination, inner peace, and ideas into form. So, yeah. They have a higher consciousness that's out of this world, from a whole different universe, space, time, whatever. And you don't. So, which is why they cut people off, or they don't be around certain people to have like a sense of inner peace, inner power, and stuff like that. And so they can actually bring the ideas into form. So they have to release their karma, and you probably like, well, how they release their karma is with the philosophy is different for everybody. See, Archangel Gabriel at the bottom is different for everybody. It's self-expression, creativity. Everybody's purpose is different for everybody. It's how you express it or how you go about it is different for everybody, and you just gotta know who you are. Self-expression. This person, the black sheep, know they're the black sheep. You're pretending to be the black sheep. You're not the black sheep. And then you know you're not the black sheep, so why are you pretending to be the black sheep? You're doing it for attention. Why are you doing it for attention? Like, you have to literally sit yourself down and figure yourself out. Why are you doing this shit? Because nobody cares. You don't care, and nobody else cares for you. Especially for, not that they don't care for you, it's like they don't care about what you're doing. You're not, like, you're doing it for, there's good attention and there's bad attention, right? You're doing you just want attention, so you're doing negative things to get attention. So you're doing bad things to get attention. So at some point in time, that gets tiring. Nobody cares, which is why they cut it off. Nobody wants that's negative, because he removes negativity. It was negative, bad, and like bad attention. So it got cut off, and you were over here. You got cut off. And then this person is happy. They're getting attention, positive attention and stuff like that. They still might get some criticism and stuff like that, but it's positive, it's not negative, and trying to break them and slow them down and keep them stuck. Like, is that what you're saying? That the intentions behind it is what's caused the situation, like why it's working for somebody else and it's not working for one other person. And then they also know that they have bad and negative intentions, and then trying to hide it and cover it up, or paint themselves to be a victim and try to ask for people help and ask for a handout. Then we have sirens. Sirens B reverse. Hold on. I was writing down on the bus. So sirens reverse. So that's what, like, it depends on. Every time like the mermaid charm comes out, like it always depends on what you heard about sirens. Because sometimes they're known to be very helpful. Sometimes they're known to be very dangerous. Or, well, again, with the philosophy, like, sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not helpful. Like, it all depends, right? But with it being reversed, it's pretty much, like, it was not helpful. It was more so harmful, deadly, and stuff like that. So we have harm, regret, like someone having a chip over their shoulder, being immature, a negative attitude, trying to self-sabotage you, but then being like aloof about it. And showing pretty much either like having no remorse or just not caring. And then you being remorseful that you always, you gave to this person, you was around this person. And then we have Arctonans. Don't think I'm saying that right, but feeling safe, wisdom keeper and concern. Oh, so okay, now you have 3 6s. Okay, also there's 333 here, okay? Because I say you got 3 6s. If you don't want to see this as like 3, because not another 3, like 333, if you don't, so you don't want to see it as a universal number, that's cool. All right, that's cool. So then, you've been had 3 6s, and that talks about balance, but also like reflection and stuff like that. So you're reflecting on, because she has a bubble, right? This works so much. I'm gonna use a pen for now on. She has a bubble around her, right? And then we have a person on the outside. So with this harsh cutoff and stuff like that, it's like you're protecting yourself, keeping yourself safe and stuff like that. Being your own little bubble, being your own situation. But you might not be talking to certain people the way that you used to. Might not be giving to them the way you used to. Or telling them um tell them the information like the year you used to tell them, like, and stuff like that. And with the whole wisdom keeper, like, you keeping things to yourself, and it's not to be like mean or malicious or anything like that. It's just you trying to be happy, and you want to focus on yourself and your happiness. And it's like you can't worry about making somebody else happy if you don't even know what makes you happy, or if you're not even happy yourself. So it's like you focus on what makes you happy, and what everybody else is seeing that, oh, like, they feel like you're happier now, and it's like, yeah, but you're not, that level of happy where you want to be at. And it's like they trying to stop you from getting, okay, how to put, okay, let's say your level of happiness is here, right? You trying to, that seems a little bit extreme. Your level of happiness is here, right? They see you as of right now, like right here, right? You're right here, but your level of happiness is over here. Okay? They trying to stop you from getting here. They want to bring you back. Let's say it was over here, not even on the table. They want to literally bring you back down to that, or just trying to figure out how you got to here. But when you telling them how you got here, they trying to give you their old, outdated way of thinking, and trying to infuse it. And it's like, no, 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 like, and stuff like that. And it's like the why. It's like they trying to ask for your help and your advice, and then when you trying to tell them, they trying to tell you something else. And it's like, then why ask for help if you're gonna tell me how to do it? It's like, then just do it yourself. Like, do it how you would do it, and the way that they would do it, it doesn't work out. And then the way that you're doing it is working out, and it's like because the way you're doing it is the right way. Where they, like, everyone has desires and stuff like that. Everyone has lust and stuff like that, but there's self control and stuff like that. And whereas they're more easily to succumb to self control and give in to not self control, to give in to like desire and lust and stuff like that, you have some form of self control, and will say no to certain things, walk away from things and stuff like that, not give in. And it's like they didn't want to stop doing that. Then we have Kabbalah Tree of Life with integration, life lessons, and emit. Nope, not even gonna try. All right, now we have. Oh snap! Where do you have the board? Okay. Then at the bottom of the deck, we have the gray shorts and reverse. So this person gonna try to make it seem like they misunderstood, nobody understands them and stuff like that. But that's not the case. Is that everybody, either you see them for who they are and what they are, which is why you don't care and don't have any apathy, like no feelings towards it, and they trying to make it seem like it's something what it's not. Like, that's the whole victim consciousness or victim mindset. Like, everyone has it out for them, or everyone don't like them, but everyone likes you, stuff like that. And try to make it seem like they're the black sheep, and it's still just them pretending. And it's like, why? And it's like, because this person doesn't listen. They don't learn their lessons. Because this card also, in the upright, it says responsible lessons and growing up. And then over here we have life lessons. This person does not learn their lessons. Do not integrate it into their life in no way, shape, or form. They do not grow up. They stay and remain a child, and they think people are supposed to. It could be like, what just popped in my head is like, this person could be like 60 or even 50 or whatever, and still doing the same things that they was doing like when they was like 9 or 10 and stuff like that, and thinking it's cute. And it's like, it's not cute. It's a cry for help. Like, you need to grow up. It's that. So now we're using the Kabbalah Tarot. So we have the Chariot. It talks about like success, determination, being able to move forward. But also with the two horses, it's talking about like opposing forces, like the dark horse and the light horse. Yeah, like the shadow aspect and the light aspect and stuff like that. Being able to balance it, learn from it, and because even in the tree of life, there's a yin and a yang to it. There's a dark and there's a light to it. And on the dark side is the feminine, and on the light side is the masculine. But also behind that, the dark side talks about like the fire and the passion, and then the white, which is the light, talks about like the water, the nature, the nurturing aspect, the healing aspect of it. Um, And then you have to pretty much be balanced in order to move on and move forward, to be in the chariot and stuff like that. And have that higher consciousness and stuff like that. Have that light, which this person doesn't, which is why they don't move on and they don't move forward, which is why you move on and move forward. And if they would stop focusing on you and focusing on themselves, they will be able to move on and move forward and learn the damn lessons. But they don't want to do that. They're so busy focusing on you and how you learning your lessons and what lessons you got and this, and the third, and trying to sabotage you. And it's like, baby, focus on you. Focus on you. Because you ain't messing over here. One monkey don't stop no show. And they mad because they trying to stop the show and they can't. And then we have the Five of Wands. See what I just said? They're trying to like make some type of conflict in some way, shape, or form to stop the show, and it's not stopping. Like you was determined to see this through, right? That daily hustle, like you determined to see it through. You were determined to survive. So, which is why you cut things off that hinders your survival. If you When your body's in fight or flight mode, it shuts down certain parts as well. So it's like you pretty much did the same thing, just physically. Where your body, like, you might not want to eat for a while because your body's just like, we need to spend our time and energy somewhere else. We don't need time to digest food. Like that's energy we can spend with something else. Like we can store that for when we need to run, or when we need to do this, or when we need to do that. Like it doesn't really care or focus on certain things. That's what you pretty much did. You cut things off. You stopped certain things to survive, and while you was doing that, things slowly got better for you. So it's like now, even that you're opening back up and doing certain, like putting yourself back out there and stuff like that, it's like the things. There were some people like with vegans where they could like cut out, or like vegans or like vegetarians, if they cut meat out for like a long period of time and they go back to like eat meat, they like get sick. It's like something like that. Like you're not doing that. Like you already know, like, yeah, so you just don't care for it. You're not going back to it. And because Saturn and Leo also talks about, Saturn alone talks about learning lessons and also like sacrificing and giving things away and cutting things off and stuff like that. And somebody's upset. And they pride and ego. They took it personal. And we have Temperance. Right? Because even in the Saturn card, 5 is kind of sort of lit. And then in the Chariot, 5 is all, like the full circle is lit. So 1/4 of 5 is lit compared to where the Chariot has the whole thing. Somebody is more able to survive and move on and move forward than the other person. Because somebody is more balanced than the other. right? Because I say you have 3 6s and the 6 is lit. So somebody is more in balance and harmony and at peace than somebody else. Because now we have 9, even though I don't have 9 written down here. 9 talking about releasing and letting go, but we do have 10. We have 2 10s. So this also that brings the 9 with it, because you can't, 10 talks about like completion. You have to let something go to get to completion. And I already talked about releasing and sacrificing and cutting off. That's the cutting off was the releasing, and that brought you into peace and balance and harmony. I just find it. Oh, there's a whole different video. I'm about to say. I just did a video, and the temperance and the devil came out right next to each other too, and I was like, I just find it funny how. Then I have to look down like, baby, that's a whole different video. Like, don't. Like, yo, but either way, it still comes together, right? Because the 6 is still lit, right? And then we have 3 6s. So regardless, that's what you're reflecting on, right? And then, but their 6 combines to 8. And I already said, like, somebody's in their pride and ego, right? 8 talks about self versus ego. And not being able to move forward, and stuff like that because of your pride and ego, being stuck in a loop, right? And then we also have the devil, which is very materialistic, and they are chained and tied and anchored to this materialistic and superficial way of being, and where somebody else is determined to release that and let it go. Somebody else is more concerned with desires, because the devil also means desires and lust. Also can talk about anxiety and fears, the whole illusion of it. And somebody else is more balanced and peaceful, because the temperance also is an angel. Well, it's an angelic figure. I don't know which angel it is, so I just say an angelic figure. So it's like Spirit was working with you and talking to you and protecting you, because you was actually the black sheep and this person was just showing their ass. The Spirit's just like, I don't got time for you. Figure out your life. See, they was doing foolish and impulsive things. And so we're just like, figure out your life. Like, I don't care. That's why before I said that there's no apathy, it's like, they don't care, so nobody cares. They're making these choices. Then it's like an empath, they put themselves in other people's shoes. So it's like, if I put myself in your shoes and be like, oh, well, what was you thinking when you did this? Or what were you thinking when you felt that? Oh, you probably felt this, or you probably felt that. And then, if they sit there and talk to you and stuff like that, and they try to, like, always transmute that, and it's like, at some point in time, they gotta realize you putting yourself in these situations. You're being the fool. You're putting yourself in dumb and foolish, like, situations to try to get people to always, because the fool always had like a companion or a friend, right? A loyal companion, somebody to always get you out of it. And to protect you from your ignorance or your dumbness. And it's like, so you won't have to grow up. So you can always be in this whole ignorant is bliss situation. And that's no longer pretty much happening and going on. Oh, I also got 3 5s. Just realized that. And then we have 6 again. Yeah. But also, if they try to create some type of conflict, they scared about that too. And if they put you in a competition, they scared that you either found out that they put you in a competition or they cause some type of competition or conflict, and that they either can match up or compete or fight. And that you still move on and move forward either way. Because even the chariot ties, where the fool, right, it ties to the top, right, the top triangle, but on the side and stuff like that, you're on the opposite side, and they're going down. Meanwhile, you going from 5 to 3, like you're going up, they're going down. So they're just starting their journey. Meanwhile, you're wrapping yours up pretty much. Oh, note the J. Cole lyrics where he was like, they thought they passed me, but or they lapped me, but he's on like his last lap, but he about to finish up. I forgot how it went, but it's something like that. It's pretty much what he was saying is that, like, what they thought they was ahead of you, they was above you. Meanwhile, you been lapped them. Like what they think they doing right now, you already know how to do that. You been did that. Then we have Neptune reverse. Right? It's just a bunch of fantasies and illusions, which is why it was foolish and it wasn't moving forward. There's a bunch of fantasies. They wanted to, like on TV shows, like you can do but so much seasons, or this, like at some point in time, like even the character got to develop. And it's like they wanted to continue with this character or this act for as long as they could, and it's just like that was like at some point in time it gets tiring, which is why nobody paid attention to it. At some point in time, nobody's gonna watch the show. It gets played out at some point in time. Like you can do this but so many times, and it's like they never realized that or understood that. Yeah, we have Scorpio. And yeah, with the 6, like Scorpios, it's all about like trying to get to the bottom of the situation. And that's why you're reflecting on the whole thing. Then we have in Leo with leadership, the creation of and do what you want to, and yeah, you got to the bottom, you reflected, got to the bottom of the situation, did what you need to do, release what you need to release. But this person that either has secret animosity towards you, putting you in putting you in a secret competition, or putting you in having secret animosity, whatever, if it's both or whatever it is, you releasing it and took leadership and control over it, and you released it and letting go, because it has Saturn and Leo. Then we have in Leo that came out here. And I said before, Saturn's about learning the lessons. You learned the lessons and let this go and took control and took leadership over your life, which is why you're in the chariot, because the Emperor is supposed to be in the chariot, somebody of leadership and authority. And that's, you did what you need to do in order to move on, to survive. And they feel like, oh, that's the magnetic. They feel like it's just coming so easily to you, and it's like, no, because sevens talks about challenge, struggles, adversities, and stuff like that. Like there's, you have to be balanced in order to like actually move forward in the chariot, which is why it's difficult from time to time because it's two opposing forces. It's two different horses. And your control, he doesn't have like a chain on him. He's controlling it with his willpower. If you don't have a sense of control over yourself or a will and stuff like that, or any type of self control, you're not going to be able to control the horses. Because horses is all empathic as well. And we have empathy. You don't care. The horses have empathy. They feel that you don't care, so they don't care. So then we have in the 12th house your faith, hidden intentions, and large institution and overwhelming events. Funny enough, it's in the 12th house. I was gonna say it's Sagittarius. It's not. It's Pisces. Which is Neptune. They pretend like they have faith or that they believe in something, but in all actuality they don't. Which is why the angels ain't helping them. Film confirmation. How you expect help from something that you don't believe in? See? Saturn reverse at the bottom of the deck, which is why they're not learning their lessons. Because their life lessons is actually very spiritual life lessons. It's not even spiritual. It's like, if they learn their lessons and apply it to their life, they will also see that how everything is connected, and that's how spirit is everywhere. And God says he's omnipresent, he's in everything, he's everywhere, he's like all that. And they don't believe in that. But they want to pretty much to pretend like they do for it to support their characters. So like again with the black sheep, where normally like the black sheeps, no, again phone confirmation. So again with black sheeps, they're normally, they're known to be like the curse breakers and the way makers or the path and stuff like that, path pavers. It's like this person is trying to make it seem like they trying to pave a path or create something or do something. Like again, like they try, like I said before, they try to make it seem like they're the black sheep when they're not. And so the path that they're paving literally leads to nowhere, but they try to make it seem like it will take you far or it pretty much brings them back to what the actual black sheep is trying to break. And it's like they literally try and pull them back into the past and where you trying to move forward. And but they're trying to make it seem like they want to move forward, but they actually don't. They just want to the outdated way of, okay, whatever's in the past, right? Whatever, like, I won't say whatever curse, whatever thing that it was in the past, whatever that this curse breaker is trying to break and stuff like that, whatever area or phase and period of life that they were in, like, where it was accepted to have that or not have it, wherever it is, like say, I don't know how to say. Let's say you, with this money and stuff like that, you want to be an entrepreneur and stuff like that, right? But it's different for you and stuff like that, right? The actual black sheep, that's different. So everybody in the family might probably be like, like, ooh, right? Keeping you to the side probably will help you a little bit, but like more so, not really as much. and let's say you have like a sibling and stuff like that, that pretty much followed and went along with everybody else did, and you're breaking that, and everybody's seeing like how you're breaking it, and it's like opening up new possibilities. They want to go back to where everybody did the exact same thing. That's what I've been trying to say this whole time. They want to go back to the past where what they was doing was acceptable and is okay, and that's was deemed. It was kind of, I think I said it before, like the prodigal son, but it's like the one that went away and like lost his, well, when he lost his money and stuff like that, the opposite happened. You didn't lose any money. You actually grown and flourished and learned things. And or vice versa. Right? They left. Okay? They was the one that left. And then spent all their money and threw it away and stuff like that. And you stayed and you worked. While you was working there, you also worked, in the story, he worked with his father and stuff like that. He had two sons. The son wanted his inheritance, and so he turned 18. Ran away, spent it on a whole bunch of foolishness. The other son, he stayed with the father, worked on the farm and stuff like that. The one that spent all the money, he pretty much also ended up working on the farm, and then the food that he was giving to the pigs looked tasty, and then he was like, even my father like served his servants and stuff like that. He didn't serve them like this. Like they would never look at pig food and be like, "Oh, this looks tasty. Like this looks delicious," and stuff like that. So he was like, "I might as well go home," and stuff like that. So he went home. The father opened him and welcomed him with open arms and stuff like that. Now the other brother was a little bit, jealous. It's like, why are we having this big feast for? Like, he home, okay? So what? And then he was like, bro, my son was dead for like years. I didn't know where he was. Okay, he could have been out there dead. He came back. We celebrating. Like, just know that when I die, all this is yours. Like, it's relaxed. Like, it's cool. But like your brother, we don't know what he was doing out there. Okay, let's just welcome him back with open arms. And we don't know how to. It was pretty much like a parable. It's pretty much like a situation. Like, sometimes people turn away from Christ. They get baptized, turn away, leave, do whatever they want to do, and stuff like that. And then they come back, so just take them and welcome them back because they came back. They didn't really have to come back. It's like what I'm getting is like that's just how the story is, right? It's like a whole other like this person trying to do a whole little continuation of imagining how the story would have continued, right? That's what the Neptune reverse. Like, imagine, like, if the story had continued and the father did die and kept his promise and gave the farm to the one that actually was on the farm the whole time, right? The brother that left is mad that the brother that was on the farm the whole time got the farm. And it's like, why would I not get the farm, bro? I was here. Where was you? Like, where was you? Like, and it's like the reason why they wanted you to split it or to share it was for money and materialistic reasons. And it's like, no, you blew through your inheritance. So it's like, not only do you get the farm, you also still get your inheritance. And so with that, like, that also opens opportunities for you. And it's like, well, whose problem is that? Like, who told you to blow through your inheritance? Nobody. So it's like, it's that, like, this person weird, man. This person, I'm gonna use the situations deck again. That's mad weird, bro. That's why with the Scorpios, like, you reflect on it, try to get to the bottom of the situation. Because Scorpio has 8, it's like you just move on and move forward. Well, this person can't move on and can't move forward, and they stuck in this victim consciousness or victim mindset, and you just like, bro, I don't care. Nobody cares. They just sitting here whining and complaining, and nobody cares. Yeah, we have triggers, name, card, places. Like this, this person triggered you into like a spiritual awakening, a spiritual like awareness, spiritual growth, and stuff like this. But just your name alone triggers this person. It gets them upset. Your growth triggers this person. Right? Then we have searching online, looking into and records. Your growth also triggers this person. This whole survival, all that triggers them. Then we have ret rotationals? Nope. Whatever. We have punish, payback, revenge. That's what I was trying to say. So they trying to look you up online because you cut them off. So they trying to, they was trying to wish their bad. Like I said before, it's like the father died and stuff like that. You still get the farm, and they upset that you get the farm, and it's like, bro, where's the problem? So they upset about it. So they try to get revenge or seek revenge in some way, shape, or form. And it's just like, you're mad for what reason? And then what try to come out with this card was unconditional with genuine certain and love. So they're mad at the fact that you actually living in your purpose, find something that brings you happiness. You learned your lessons. You protecting yourself. Could be somebody in your family, in your bloodline, or in a circle. Somebody that you deemed as family at some point in time. Let me use this. Or the fact that if you get in a relationship or a marriage and stuff like that, because these two is females, right? So, it's like, not only do you get it's like, in that scenario, it's like, not only do you get the farm, you still have your inheritance. Then you get them, then you have a husband that also have their own money. Like, seriously? Like, they got nothing but working on the farm. Like, that's all that they have for themselves. And they upset. So they want to get some type of revenge or some type of punishment in some way, shape, or form. Then we have blessings, fulfillment, well-being, and enlightenment. Oh, I said we have 3 5s before. Well, 5 talks about like conflict, change, and transformation. Then we also have like the transmutation. So now you also have another 5s, which is why I brought it up. So the people that try to cause conflict in your life, that's all turned around to where now you have peace and harmony. Yeah, we have calm, inner peace, simplicity, and meditation. And we'll try to come out with it, which is another 5. Okay, we'll try to come out with it is relaxation with peace, tranquility, and easiness. 69. Which is 69 and 6. Oh. Because I was saying before, like, where there was no peace and there was no harmony and stuff like that. So it was catastrophic and stuff like that. You couldn't collaborate or work together. That, and then it went to 5. Like, that's decreasing and de-escalating and stuff like that. Because you blocked this person or you walked away from this person, you cut this person off. And then, but now what's increasing is your peace and your happiness and feeling, sense of self, your wholeness. Then we have real estate with wealth investment and mega project. Yeah, what you decide to invest your time in. And then we have schedule of management, plan, and organize. Hold on, so that's 7. Then okay. Okay, now you have 3 fours. And 4s talks about like a foundation but also protection. So this blessing is protected and it's protected and is being protected by you and also by spirit. It's like y'all working together on this project and on this plan to to move on and move it forward. So which is why the foundation is very strong and stable. And it's like that's could be the reason why they jealous. Like not only are you like spirit is working with you and protecting you, you actually find like an actual person that actually loves you and also want to protect you and look out for you and stuff like that. Meanwhile, they just get people that want to sleep with them. See, at the bottom of the deck, liberation, donation, prayer, and religion. It's like, you don't believe in religion, or what I believe in, you don't believe in, but then you're mad at it. It's like, how do you expect them to save you if you don't believe in it, my guy? Like, like, my guy. Like, so weird. So spirit is liberating you because you prayed for it, you wished for it, and then you worked on it. It's not like you just asked for spirit and then didn't work on it. You worked on it. You learned the lessons. You integrated what needed to be integrated. You cut off what needed to be cut off. And this person wouldn't have done that. Wouldn't have done it and won't do it. In no way, shape, or form. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So we have the 9 of Swords with the comforting God with purification, protection from the impotent, and ritual sentiments. Right, with the purification that ties back to Archangel, the one with the Z. The one with the Z. And then before when I was talking about with the 9, there goes one of the 9s. I was like, we have to have a 9 to get to the 10, to get to completion. Now we have a 9, The worry and the stress and stuff like that, that was being purified. The negativity, the problems, the stress, you wrote it off, pretty much. You released it. Then we have the Page of Swords with God, the refuge with refuge, govern dreams, and reveal mysteries hidden from mortals. Oh, that's the illumination. Also this Scorpio with the gun into the bottom of it. And looking for records and stuff like that. Then we have the 8 of Swords with God, Protector, and Savior, with truth and justice, protection from enemies who will steal one's fortune. See what I said? See what I said? It's like, I said, now we're going to imagine the continuation of that story. The father actually died, and he gave the person that he said he was going to give the farm to, the farm. And then the person is mad and trying to seek revenge because you got the farm. It's like he said he was going to give me the farm. It's what he said. It's what he wanted. It's they mad because you got what was supposed to be given to you. Now we have 3 8s. And shit's moving forward. They mad because they try to cause some sort of stagnation and instability and throw things into chaos and out of whack. They thought things was gonna be all worked out and fine and perfect for them, right? And the shit's still moving on and moving forward the way that spirit wanted it to move on and move forward. You still end up on top because that's where you were supposed to be, anyways. It's like they did all this for no reason. Oh, they showed out. I'm sorry. These two came out together. We had the Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords, with the right hand of God and God nurturing and maintaining everything, with fame and renounce, and with influence, venture, and great discovery, knowledge of good and evil, and appease divine anger and cures epilepsy. And then here we have the Five of, hold on. You said 3? That was 3. 7. Yeah, now you have 3 threes. 3 talking about collaboration. Now you have 3 sevens. Overcoming challenge and adversities. Yeah. Then we have the Five of Swords. Now you have 3 fives again. You got 5, like 5, 5, 5 twice. With God of the highest being, with desire to know and acquirers of wisdom. So this person was short-sighted, try to sabotage you, bring you down. And that's what... And they got purified. And things are still working and moving the exact same way that spirit intended it for it to go. Because if 9 subtracted by 5 is a 4, right? 4 swords, which is something like healing. Which is also a form, like you cut off some things, you pulled back for some things, you let go of some things, like I said before. And because if you didn't do that, if you had add the 9 and the 5 of swords, that's 14 swords. That's way too many swords. That's a lot of stress and burdens and mental stress. Like that's why the anxiety and pressure and stuff like that. So you cut them off. Once you cut them off, it was the 4 of swords. Things were just cricket. That gave you time to heal and reflect and protect yourself. Right? Because we have purification and desire to know. You probably could have cut somebody off or fell back because you wanted to know something, so you pretty much could have once you went into hermit mode, probably was hyper focused and like gaining some type of knowledge or some type of education on something. And somebody took it personal, but you was more so just trying to better your life, and that's them taking it personal let you know like that wasn't really your friend. Now, it wasn't no sense of beef or any sort of problem in any way, shape, or form. Because we have protection from the impulence. Then we have also with wisdom. So you were trying to gain some type of knowledge or wisdom. Also, the 5 of Swords is talking about like picking and choosing your battles wisely, because you walked away from something. Somebody could have thought like they had the upper hand or they beat you in some way, shape, or form, and it's just like, no, you just didn't care to fight with this person. You'd rather spend your time doing something more productive. And then we have hold on, with the Three of Cups, with the Seven of Swords. Yeah, somebody was being deceptive in speaking with you or speak and being telling you the truth or the reason why they were trying to help you. Because with the wisdom and renown, also with knowledge of good and evil, it could be like this person wanted to be around you because you were famous and like renowned and stuff like that, and known, and can go certain places. With appeasing divine anger, you was able to go places they were not able to go, which is why they wanted revenge and payback. You're able to do the things that they're not able to do, which is why God gave you refuge. Because this person had bad and evil and negative intention towards you and actually was angry towards you with the Five of Wands, secret animosity towards you that you didn't know about. And with the govern dreams and gives and reveals mysteries hidden from mortals, you didn't know about it. But the truth is coming out. And truth and justice is coming out with the illumination, and they protect you from protection from enemies. We even had it from here earlier with crickets. Spirit was the one protecting you from this person, and they taking it out on you when they actually, in all honesty, they should be taking it out on spirit. But then it's not even that they should be taking it out on spirit. If they wasn't as negative, if they weren't negative, they wouldn't have been cut off. If they wasn't trying to steal your fame and steal your fortune, steal anything from you, steal your time, steal your money, waste it, whatever, they wouldn't have been cut out or been in the cold or been outside. Because with the Three of Cups, with the Seven of Swords, then you add that's the Ten of Cups, which is supposed to be like an emotional fulfillment and stuff like that. But then with the Ten of Swords, that's stabbing you in the back. You would have thought this was all fine and happy and dandy, kumbaya. Meanwhile, they surprise you and stab you in the back and betray you. The Angel of Travel. That's a Chariot. You moved on and you moved forward. And they kind of sort of mad about it. Or hurt by it because they can't move on and can't move forward. They didn't want you to be able to move on and move forward. You angel of stress. They wanted you to be stressed out. Then we had the angel of channeling. So some of y'all can channel, some of y'all can't. But it's like spirit. If whoever can channel, spirit gave you that way to also to protect yourself. So where, let's say like you might not be, when it's time to say certain things, you have like with me, I don't remember saying certain things. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I didn't say that. And they be like, yeah, you did. You did. It's like that. Like, you don't recall saying it is because you was the angel, like an angel or like somebody pretty much said it for you or like, and said it. Not you. It was your voice, okay? But it wasn't really you. And also with the threes, it's just like you're collaborating and working with spirit, so you're able to hear them. I don't say sense them, touch them, or whatever. Probably not touch them, but like understand what they're trying to tell you in order to like help you move forward. Okay. So I'm gonna use that angel therapy. You know, you can help them help you, protect you. Y'all can still, with the teamwork, the collaboration, it's kind of giving like the Three of Pentacles. Where Your foundation that you have is very strong and very stable, and this person is trying to come in and like pretty much throw it. Oh, that could be the relationship. Spirit have unconditional love for you, and they don't. And then, not that they did. God loves everybody, okay? But it's just like when he say, "I know you not," he knows you not. It's like because you was doing things like he never said to do. And it's like he can excuse certain things and forgive certain things, but it's just like at some point in time, even he's just like, bruh, like all the times, opportunities I gave you, I told you to stop how many times I did. Like the time moments is like, somebody hitting rock bottom. I did that how many times for you to stop, and you never stopped. Like gave you how many wake up calls to stop, and you never stopped. So it's like that. So it's like where one person is like, what just popped in my head is like, you burnt. You know the Andre 3000 thing? He was like, I know what you're going to say, man. Don't give me no gun. Like, it's like that. You did it one time. You was like, I heard you. Heard you. You was like, you're right. Take it. Like, I don't want it. Like, you learned. Where versus with this person, they didn't learn. And that's why Spirit's just like, they're more so like willing to help you, or like helping you. It's because you listen to them. And then even when they do, like when they go quiet and stuff like that, you still know that they're there. That like, you don't use that as an opportunity to go do something all willy-nilly and stuff like that with the other dude. Like go spend all your inheritance and stuff like that because somebody's not watching you and stuff like that. Like you, either somebody there or not there, you still uphold yourself with that form of sense of control and where you was raised and stuff like that. Not saying that you don't, like again with the lust and stuff like that. Not saying that you don't, we don't get our little freak on a little time from time to time, but just like you're not all about getting your freak on, okay? Like it's like you was not all about it, and what the other person is about it, and it's like damn, like it's nice, but not that nice. Like it's like it's that. But yeah. Then we have emotional sensitivity with honor and respect your deep sensitivity as it is a gift to us all. So if it don't feel right, it ain't right. And you just leave. Like you just literally. And then we have the sacral chakra with you are highly sensitive to emotions, additives, I guess with food, like when they add things to your food and processed food and the energies around you. Respect your sensitivity by avoiding harsh things, situation, and relationships. See what I said? If it don't feel right, it ain't right. Leave. Like it's just, and that's what you're doing. And they feel a way about it, but it's like you're not. It's not that. It's not you doing it for selfish reason. It's like they more so trying to keep you back for selfish reasons. But that's all I see for this reading. If this reading resonated with you or helped you in some way, shape, or form, then please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching.